Mike McDaniel is out of the Cleveland Browns head coaching hunt, and the ripple effect across the NFL could be bigger than you think. After being fired by the Miami Dolphins just 2 weeks ago, McDaniel's decision to withdraw his name from consideration for the Browns' vacancy is turning heads and reshaping coaching dynamics league-wide. Today on NFL SnapWire, we break down exactly what this means for McDaniel, the Browns, and the team still chasing top-tier coaching talent. You're watching NFL SnapWire, your fastest source for breaking NFL news and insider updates. Mike McDaniel withdraws from Browns hunt. Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, was supposed to be the day Mike McDaniel sat down for his second in-person interview with the Cleveland Browns, but it won't be happening. McDaniel officially removed himself from consideration for the Browns' head coaching vacancy, leaving the team scrambling to finalize their next leader. McDaniel, 40, had just wrapped up a tenure with the Miami Dolphins that ended abruptly on January 8, 2026. Despite his firing, he remains one of the most sought-after names on the coaching market. Analysts are weighing the implications of his decision. Was this about scheme fit, organizational culture, or simply a strategic career move to keep his options open? While Cleveland is off the table, McDaniel's NFL journey is far from over. Sources confirm McDaniel is still in the running for head coaching positions elsewhere. The Baltimore Ravens, following a disappointing playoff exit, are actively seeking a new head coach, and McDaniel's offensive pedigree makes him a natural candidate. Similarly, the Las Vegas Raiders, still in search of a leader to solidify their offense, have reportedly expressed interest in McDaniel's candidacy. Even if head coaching roles don't materialize immediately, McDaniel has been heavily courted for offensive coordinator positions. The Los Angeles Chargers, who are seeking a fresh approach to revitalize Justin Herbert's offense, are expected to be his next landing spot. Analysts suggest this move could be strategic. Taking an OC role on a strong roster could allow McDaniel to rebuild momentum and strengthen his resume for future head coaching opportunities. Football insiders point out that McDaniel's reputation as a creative offensive mind, particularly in designing versatile run-pass schemes, keeps him in high demand. Teams view him as someone who can inject innovation without needing a full rebuild, which makes him an attractive candidate even mid-season or post-firing. The Browns' head coach search without McDaniel. Cleveland is now navigating a head coach search without one of the NFL's most promising offensive minds. Kevin Stefanski, fired earlier this month, has since taken the reins as the Atlanta Falcons head coach, leaving the Browns with a narrower, but still competitive, list of candidates. Jim Schwartz, currently the Browns' defensive coordinator. Schwartz is a veteran coach with a Super Bowl ring under his belt as the defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions' defensive resurgence years ago. His familiarity with the Browns roster gives him a leg up in continuity and internal buy-in. Todd Monken, former Ravens offensive coordinator. Monken is widely praised for his creative approach to offensive schemes. He's known for adapting to his quarterback's strengths, a quality the Browns will need, especially if they're looking to maximize Deshaun Watson's potential. Grant Udinski, Jaguars offensive coordinator. Grant Udinski has made a name for himself with innovative passing game strategies. His analytical approach appeals to teams looking for modernized offensive play calling. Jesse Minter, Chargers defensive coordinator. Jesse Minter has impressed with his disciplined defensive units and ability to develop young talent. Cleveland could benefit from his defensive expertise as it looks to shore up gaps in their roster. Nate Schilhassa, Rams passing game coordinator. Nate Schilhassa is known for quarterback development and dynamic play designs. Though less experienced as a head coach, he represents the kind of forward-thinking option the Browns could pursue. With McDaniel out of contention, the Browns must weigh experience versus innovation. Hiring someone familiar like Schwartz could ensure stability, but going with a rising star like Udinski or Schilhassa could signal a shift toward a more modern, offense-focused philosophy. NFL analysts suggest multiple reasons why McDaniel opted out of the Browns process. Organizational fit. Reports indicate that McDaniel places a premium on alignment with ownership and front office philosophy. If there were doubts about decision-making control or player personnel autonomy, withdrawing would be a logical move. Long-term strategy. Jumping immediately into a head coaching role with the Browns might not align with his long-term career goals. Sometimes, taking an offensive coordinator job on a team with playoff potential can serve as a springboard to a more favorable head coaching role. Roster considerations. The Browns' roster, while talented, may require more rebuilding than McDaniel was prepared to commit to in 2026. Analysts note that coaches increasingly consider roster flexibility and cap situation before accepting a role, especially after experiencing high expectations with the Dolphins. Market value. McDaniel knows his value is high. By stepping back, he maintains leverage for teams willing to offer both authority and stability, avoiding a scenario where an immediate head coach role might limit his future options. McDaniel's withdrawal doesn't just affect Cleveland, it creates a domino effect across the league. Baltimore Ravens. With McDaniel still an option, the Ravens' search intensifies. The team could pivot from traditional veteran candidates to a younger offensive-minded coach, signaling a more aggressive, modern approach. Las Vegas Raiders. McDaniel's availability keeps Raiders fans and management intrigued. If they move fast, they could secure a coach with recent head coaching experience without the risks associated with a complete rebuild. Los Angeles Chargers. Expect major headlines if McDaniel officially accepts the offensive coordinator role. His offensive creativity could elevate Justin Herbert's game, making the Chargers instant Super Bowl contenders. The NFL coaching market is hyper-competitive, and McDaniel's maneuver demonstrates the importance of timing, fit, and strategic career positioning. Analysts now predict a flurry of interviews, counteroffers, and domino-style moves once his next role is confirmed. McDaniel's coaching legacy and style. Mike McDaniel's reputation has been built on innovation. Known for blending complex running schemes with adaptive passing attacks, he has consistently maximized quarterback performance while keeping defenses off balance. His time with the Dolphins saw him develop a creative offensive identity, combining play-action passes with unconventional formations that challenge defensive norms. Players and colleagues praise his communication style and ability to make adjustments mid-game, qualities that make him attractive not just for head coaching positions but for offensive coordinator roles across the league. Despite a recent firing, McDaniel's influence on NFL offensive strategy is far from diminished. His philosophy emphasizes player creativity within structured schemes, prioritizing skill development over rigid adherence to tradition. For teams seeking to modernize their offense without overhauling the entire roster, McDaniel represents a low-risk, high-reward option. With McDaniel out, the Browns must finalize their decision quickly. Front office executives will have to balance experience, innovation, and cultural fit. The ideal candidate needs to work effectively with General Manager Andrew Berry. Build strong relationships with key players, including Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb. Integrate a modern offensive or defensive scheme that maximizes the roster's strengths. Inspire fan confidence after a tumultuous season. While names like Jim Schwartz offer stability, outsiders like Todd Monken or Grant Udinski offer the potential for dynamic change. The Browns' decision could set the tone for their success, or continued struggles, over the next several seasons. As McDaniel explores new opportunities, the NFL coaching carousel continues to spin. This situation highlights the volatility and complexity of NFL coaching hires. A single decision can reverberate across multiple franchises, affecting roster strategy, game plans, and even future hiring patterns. For fans, insiders, and analysts alike, McDaniel's next move will be closely watched. Will he step into a head coaching role elsewhere, take an offensive coordinator job with a championship contender, or wait for the perfect organizational fit? His trajectory over the next few months could redefine how NFL coaches approach career planning post-firing. Mike McDaniel's decision to bow out of the Browns' head coaching search proves that in the NFL, timing and fit are everything. As teams adjust and opportunities shift, one thing is certain: McDaniel's next move will shape the league's coaching landscape for years to come. Stay tuned here on NFL SnapWire for the latest updates on McDaniel, the Browns, and every big coaching shakeup across the NFL.